Wait 1 second. You know, I like to wait. I got some news I didn't even tell y'all, but hold on. As soon as this podcast pop on the screen, hold on.
You know what we need to start doing as well?
What?
What? Chase start bringing back random stories.
I know.
Stories.
I know. Yeah.
That'd be kind of live.
I mean, we'll talk more after the show. I feel like we gotta start dedicating a certain amount of time to a topic and then getting on from that, just so we can get more stuff in this goddamn podcast. My people, we got live comments. I think this should be popping up.
Thank God.
Yeah, I figured out the whole time, like for the first 50 episodes, why we did not have live comments.
No, we had live comments for a while.
We had them for like the first couple, and then they just went away. But now here she go already. Look at her. Look at you. Look at you.
What are you talking about?
The cat. You sit up there. Anyway, welcome back to some GMG episode 52.
True.
It's just us four today. We ain't got it. Okay, we got 5 people. This is my guest. This is a guest. She didn't want to look. Let's go ahead and get the introductions out of the way, opening statements, whatever you want to do. Abel, what you got to say?
GMG, let's go. Let's talk games. Let's do it.
We got Ricky coming up as always.
What's going on, peoples? Thanks for having me again. Episode 52. How you ever say it? 52.
We got Mr. Put and Pop himself.
Well, you see. What's going on, Pimp Squad? POP, hold it down. Like I said earlier before the podcast started, I'm very disappointed in my brother Chase. We've been going at it for a while, but the fact that he's going to disgrace this great podcast with that weak-ass Bears hat that he has on right now, that just makes me not even want to come back.
This is the Green Bay. This is the Green Bay guy right here.
Yeah, chill. Chill.
Hey, speaking of Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers is killing that.
I saw Rodgers.
Bro, he ain't even thought a pick yet. Hey, but what we eating right now, though? What we eating right now?
Oh, gosh.
What we eat? You eating cream of wheat? What you got, bro?
You not sharing?
No.
No
it's
discount
not
code?
animal crackers, just to let you guys know. But no, it's KFC, so the family.
Okay.
Yeah, you got me starving, yo.
Well, in the first part of the news, I mean, this isn't really gaming related, but who gives a shit? We still be talking about food and stuff. I don't know how happy y'all are. I don't know if you even give a fuck, but I give a fuck. French Toast Crunch is coming back next month. I swear to goodness, I will not make this up. It was General Mills. It was in high demand, and their sales or stock has dropped a little bit. So they asked the people what they wanted, and the people asked for French Toast Crunch. Not that bullshit they had that looked like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm talking about the little cereal that had the little pieces of bread, bruh. French Toast Crunch.
Yes, sir.
Next month. I can't wait, man.
I was talking about this. I did a little rumor report yesterday on the podcast, and I was like, I was trying to tell them, I was like, I don't know if y'all remember this, but back in the 90s, they had that maple French toast cereal. And I said, I did not know who made it, but they discontinued them in like 2005, 2006, and I seen it. I was like, oh my God. I was over here screaming when I seen that shit.
When you talk about cereals, that has to be, like, if you was playing, like, my team, like, that has to be, like, an Emerald cereal right there. That cereal, if you pull the packs, that is, like, one of the rarest, that's cereal, bro, I don't even eat cereal, but that right there, I might have to get a box and do a video and eat live on YouTube when I get that French Toast Crunch. That's all I'm saying.
From now on, y'all going to be annoyed, because when that bitch come out, Chase gonna be like, "What you eating?" You already know what I'm eating.
Toast Crunch, not Dino Bites. Not Dino Bites, bruh.
Not them Dino.
They can't even bootleg that cereal. That's how official that shit is.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
So, moving on from the French toast. I'm sorry, but the excitement is they ain't never even seen me get this excited over a game. But that cereal though, that's next level. That next gen cereal. Anyhow, the PlayStation experience, we can actually use this to talk about some of the other news that might be tied in with that. I didn't get to see much of it, but there are two major pieces of news that I pulled from that. But Propsy, I know you watched it. Abel, did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched. I would say a good half of it. Yeah.
Ricky, you watched a little bit of it?
I just read information on it at work while I was
Okay.
working.
So, Abel, let's start with you. If you want to talk a little bit about what you actually saw from the show.
Yeah. From what I've seen, PlayStation brought the games. They were bringing the heat left and right. Both indie Vita side and in future Vita titles. It was a lot of indie stuff going on. There were some games like what is it, Tearaway, that I wasn't too much interested in. They showed on Until Dawn, which looked at dope. It looked at fun. It looked like a mix between a Telltale game mixed with a kind of like a adventurous scheme type of game, like almost that of Tomb Raider or an Uncharted type of thing going on. It was very cool, very very nice. And overall, they brought the heat with the games. Like it almost felt like a little mini PlayStation E3, and just to see the game drawn to death at the end, that took my heart away because one, it was creative. Two, it was unlike anything I ever seen before, and three, it was a third-person shooter. Like I think it's Over the Shoulder, I believe, but man, drawn to death, guys, check it out. A creative title, not my type of shooter in the arena realm, but a great title. But Sony definitely brought the heat, so they did a great job.
Okay. Propsy, you want to jump in there?
I mean, Abel basically said everything I was gonna say. But that Drawn to Death, to go on that game looked a lot like it reminds me of Borderlands type of game, obviously minus the color and stuff like that. And it's based off of like a kid's imagination while he's drawing these things, and it just looks like a unique game. I think that.
What just happened? Oh, he John looted. He said, "I think that."
Yeah, I think that.
I think that.
I think
Oh shit! I'm scared of that. Hey, that shit don't happen to me though.
I know that's one of the rarest moments ever.
Yeah, after you said "I think," you cut off right
I
there.
think
Okay,
that.
I'm saying I think that the PlayStation is going to end up moving away from E3 and hosting this event, and this could possibly be PlayStation's big version of E3. They showed Uncharted 4. They talked about the possibility of God of War, which I'll talk about more later on the show. And it looks like they're doing their thing, bro. They're giving the games that the people want.
Okay. Ricky, you got anything you want to add that they might have missed or anything?
Well, from what I read, honestly, this was better than this year's E3, man. They really hit it off with a lot of games. I mean, I'm not so of the excitement part anymore because, you never know how these games might run when they come out. But I'm still looking forward to even Bloodborne and Dragon Ball Xenoverse and a lot of these games, and especially until Dawn and what these guys are talking about, Drawn to Death. That game actually looked really interesting. Still hyped for Loadout, though. Let's talk about that Loadout.
Yeah, I want to get into Loadout. I got a bunch of information on Loadout since I've been talking about it. But Chase, let you go first, and then I'll go into that.
I didn't really. Well, before we talk about Loadout, let's talk about the two big pieces of news you would say, and these are kind of related to the PlayStation experience. At least the Street Fighter V has been announced that it's not going to be on Xbox. It's only going to be on PS4 and PC. It's not coming out to 2018 though, so I don't know who's excited. The only thing I want to say to all you weirdos who, when Xbox exclusives kept going to PC, you turn around and said, "Oh, the Xbox ain't got no exclusives because it's on PC." Don't try to say now that Street Fighter is a PS4 exclusive because it's not. Exclusives, in my opinion, are on one console, one platform. You can't go anywhere else. People would like to put words like console exclusives out there just so they can make themselves feel better. Brother Frito said, he did a video, this is months ago, regarding esports. He said it's not sports, it's esports. You put a word or a letter in front of it because it's not really a sport. Just like email's not real mail. So, console exclusive bullshit. PS4, PC. That's multiple platforms. And honestly, I'm not into Street Fighter. I haven't really played that much since I was like in the '90s. So I know it's big, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. I would rather have Rise of the Tomb Raider, which
Yeah,
is
he got mad.
published by Microsoft. So, what do y'all think about Street Fighter V
I'm
actually
gonna go
being?
in on this. First of all, I think it's a huge thing
Yeah.
because Tomb Raider is a solidified name. Like new people know Tomb Raider. People get excited when they hear Tomb Raider. But fighting games have been taking over the little fighting game championships and all these things. The Street Fighter, Injustice, Killzone, or I said Killzone, Killer Instinct. These are the names that are huge. I hate the idea of this because I hate when companies take a game that is normally on the multiple platforms and they say no. We're only going to put it on this. I think that's a terrible move, and I hate when they do stupid shit like that because you're shitting out the people on Xbox that really like Street Fighter. You're basically telling them niggas to go buy a PC or buy a PS4. If it was a game that they developed, they created, it's a brand new game, I'm all for you creating your own games and having exclusives. But when you take a game like Assassin's Creed or Grand Theft Auto or a game that has a name or has some money behind it, some names behind it, championships behind it, and then you put it on one console or console and PC, I think that's bullshit.
I agree. I agree. Ricky, you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows I wasn't a fan of Killer Instinct. So obviously the fighting, I'm not into the whole fighting genre thing. It's always good to actually try these games out, but honestly, I think this was a bad move for both Sony and both Capcom because honestly, Capcom in the state they're in with money, and Sony in the state of money they're in with their crisis, why would you pay an X amount of money to get this game exclusive for your platform? Meanwhile, it's hitting PC as well. I think Capcom should have been smart and released this game for all platforms. And honestly, this type of game can even hit the Wii U. I'm not even trying to front, but this is stupid gaming moves. This is definitely a stupid move. And all this exclusivity stuff is type corny. I think if it's not made by Sony itself, like what Prof and everybody else been saying, but I've been watching, don't make it exclusive. Now it's just like a battle of who got what. But like Phil Spencer said, it's all a business move, and he wasn't actually upset about that. He said it happens, and everybody expected him to go ham, but he actually agreed.
No, he can't. He can't be mad because he has Killer Instinct, and Killer Instinct is exclusive, and it used to be on Nintendo 64, and it used to you know what I mean. So he really has no logic behind anything.
No, but he did understand though. He was like, "Yo, he's not mad. He can't be mad because he's a businessman himself. At the end of the day, this is what people do." And Microsoft, they've been doing that a lot with games. So it's gonna happen.
I hate them for doing it, but on the business side, I think it's a smart move because you have some games like GTA, right, or other games that sell better on specific systems. So I think that they're trying to eliminate that process and saying, you know what, no, this Street Fighter sells better on PlayStation 3. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just using an example. So if Street Fighter 4 sells better on PS4 or PS3 and it's been selling better prior to that on every Street Fighter, then they're going to make it like that. That's probably the reason why they did that.
Okay. Abe, we got anything you want to add to that?
Me myself, I personally, I'm not a fighter. I'm kind of like on how Ricky said. I'm not really a fighter type of like that. But out of all the Mortal Kombat, Tekken, all of them, I do like Street Fighter. That is my favorite. But this deal that's going on, I mean, it could. The thing is, it's a bad thing, and I think it is kind of corny that they did that. But at the same time, with the Japan culture, the Chinese culture, anybody that's heavy into it, it kind of is a good deal because it kind of makes Capcom seem relevant when they're really not. They're really hurting. So it kind of makes them popping in a sense that it's like, oh, we're exclusive, and it's like, since when have you been fine wine? Never. So it's like this kind of makes them seem like, oh, okay, we're kind of hot, and Xbox, you would never get this time around. So it adds to their value, but again, Capcom is hurting for money, and this is like a cash grab for them that they're like, yo, we can use this money real quick to get back on our feet because we need something. We need something right now, and they're gonna do this deal exclusive. The next one, I don't think will be exclusive again. We'll be on all platforms again. So, but this deal around, I think, is just to recoup and just to make themselves seem interesting. So that's all this is.
Let me add in something.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You
No,
say that
go
now.
ahead. If it's about
Okay.
Street Fighter, keep going.
Okay. Well, I was going to say I forgot to mention that you'll actually be able to play against.
Cross-platform.
Yeah, it's cross-platform. So if you're on PS4, you can play against PC people. If you're on PC, you can play against PS4 people. And I just wanted to say I feel like people get on Microsoft a lot. You know what I'm saying? But we got to remember when PS2, not PS3, PS2 was dominating. Y'all know how many exclusives these dudes had, and how many exclusives they've lost over in the last year. I mean, they've lost Kingdom Hearts, they've lost Metal Gear, they've lost numerous exclusives, and I guess that's because they just don't have the deep pockets to do that.
Right.
I mean, they must be down. I mean, they went for Street Fighter though. In 2018, I'm not saying to my Street Fighter fans, if you love Street Fighter, I ain't this is Street Fighter. I'm just saying PlayStation went for a game coming out in 2018. They couldn't get another game and pay for that to be exclusive before 2018. What? It's not looking too good, bro. Money must be a problem. We already know that. They've been cutting fat since last year. They've been, they were putting out sales numbers of profit loss for the last couple years. They got rid of TVs, laptops, the toothbrushes, the shoe shiners, all the Sony bullshit. They got rid of all of it. So we already know the money's not looking too good. But these guys, I mean, if I'm Sony and I got money, I'm going for other games that come out before that, but 2018.
Hold on.
My bad. Go ahead, Promise.
Let me add on to that.
Yeah.
Since you said all that, PlayStation is actually I don't know if this is 100% true. I mean, it is true, but we don't know if it's like this for everywhere. So the next Naruto game has been announced. Naruto Ultimate Ninja 4. Ninja Storm 4. I love Naruto. Those are my favorite games on PlayStation and Xbox 360. My favorite fighting games aside from the original Mortal Kombat. Now, with that being said, the thing that came out said it's a PS4 exclusive. So there's another game that Naruto is a big game. Obviously, they keep coming out with these games, and this will be the very last one. And it's supposed to be exclusive for PlayStation. The thing is, we don't know that if it's exclusive for PlayStation just in Japan, or if it's exclusive for PlayStation. Period. Because we all know Xbox don't sell shit in Japan. So I don't think they'll put any games out, really in Japan like that are exclusive for Xbox One, except for the ones that came out. So I don't know if this is for, like I said, both everywhere, or if it's just for Japan.
Okay.
So they are doing more than one fighting game.
Yeah.
I mean, real quick, it's just when you said 2018, Chase, you meant that's when the game is gonna come out?
Yeah, I mean, if you
Why
go
the
on
fuck
Google,
would they show this shit now, man?
if you go on Google and you type in Street Fighter 2018, you'll get the whole first page is showing you that the game won't be out until 2018. Now, granted, a lot of these articles look like they're from last year, but there's one from 2 days ago that says 2018 on
But
it.
have they confirmed it themselves, or there's just rumors?
Well, let me see. The Capcom producer said it last year.
We don't really know if it's a fact, because I can't see them showing shit that's not.
Well, the interview the producer did last year said 2018. So I don't know if he's going to move it up, but either way, it ain't next year, and it don't look like it's going to be the year after that. I mean, hell, even 2017. I mean, that's a long way down the road. Like when we was looking at, man, I hate to do this, but when we was looking at Watch Dogs, we was looking at that in 2012. Like, that was like. That's 2 years ago. Like I don't recall us looking that far ahead for a game, and having that shit be announced to us like that. I can't remember the last game I heard was coming out 3.5, 4 years after the current date.
Oh, I did. Human Element. I heard that shit after he left. Robert Bolin left. Like about a few months later, he announced Human Element, and now it's been showing gameplay.
And
I've been following that game for mad long.
Okay.
GTA 5 raids have been announced, since the beginning, but we're still waiting for that shit.
I just want to say one thing, guys. All right, so Chase, you have helped me John loot it because now I will never go to Kingwin again because I just went to redeem the gift to receive it, and I don't even want to curse, but it's actually not the full game. It's actually access pass for a certain period of time. So you owe me $5.
I thought it was $3.18.
No, it actually came out to $5.76. So I could have got the full version for $4.99 on Steam itself. But no, you want me to go to Kingwin, and I got a full game for an hour. You're paying up. All right. Anyways, come on, let's continue the show, fellas.
You gonna act like we gonna sit up here and act like Kingwin ain't life though because you messed up?
It just killed my life because I thought I had the full game. It says trial.
Just because you messed up? All right.
You linked me.
I got you though.
No, I'm playing. It isn't the full game though. But I'm gonna just buy it
I
again.
need my money back.
I'm gonna buy it again, the full game. But it says guest pass. I ain't feeling why it says that.
Also, to I guess go with that Street Fighter news, we have the Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, we're not 100% clear on the complete exclusivity of the game, but it's going to actually, not the Tomb Raider franchise, let me make that clear, but Rise of the Tomb Raider, that particular game is actually going to be published by Microsoft now. So I don't know if that's going to be an exclusive altogether, or if it's still going to be timed. What is it? Honestly, like I said before the show, if I had to choose between Street Fighter and Tomb Raider, I would probably pick Tomb Raider, just because I'm not really into a whole lot of fighting games at the moment. I might play them later and feel different. Like, I'm really looking at Mortal Kombat 10. But anyway, I would rather play Rise of the Tomb Raider, especially because of that last joint. The last joint was sick. But what is y'all opinion on that? And if you have any other information, go ahead and put that out there for me.
Wait, opinion on what exactly, Chase?
Rise of Tomb Raider, getting an exclusive.
I'll just get mine out the way. Like I said, now that it's published by Microsoft, I can't really, chop down and say, oh, that's not right. But if it ain't developed or created by an actual Microsoft Studios company, then I just hate all this exclusivity bullshit that's been going on. I mean, I played Tomb Raider. My first time playing it was on the PS1. So I'm always going to stick with that on PlayStation. And just to know everything that's going on, it's bullshit, man. It kills your spirit with how you feel about games. Well, that's just how I feel about it.
I don't care about Tomb Raider. I haven't cared about Tomb Raider since PlayStation 2. Yes, I played the newest one, and it was fun, but I've kept having bullshit happen to me where I was playing it, and then, it glitched me and I had to restart all the way over from the beginning, so I just said fuck it. Honestly, if it were between the two, I'd rather take the Street Fighter just because I like fighting games and me and my niggas would be going at it nonstop all day. But ultimately, I care less. I do think it's, like we said, fucked up that people are taking these main franchises and make them exclusives. But being published by it, I don't know if that really holds any means because it'll still come to PC. It might not see PS4, but knowing them, they might fuck around and make the same exact game, change the name of it, and then release it for PlayStation. Not Microsoft, obviously, the people creating it.
Right.
Because it wasn't published, but Microsoft bought Minecraft and it's on PlayStation, so it's like Microsoft's not dumb. They're gonna make money from the competition even when they're trying to kill them, come back and beat them. Period. So they're gonna release it.
Yo, sorry, but Terry wrote, bro, MrAbelGreen said Chinese culture, though. He got nothing. No, I don't know. I think it's the way he said it.
I didn't know how to properly word it, so I said Chinese culture. I know it probably wasn't right.
That's all good, though.
I wasn't trying to offend. I was just like,
I would have been like the Asian culture, but...
So, since we going in, because I'm watching the...
I'm looking at the comments.
I'm watching the comments. I feel like I need to put this out. I made a video.
I have to, yes.
Yeah.
I made a video for you guys on my channel, which I'll post in the comment section. And I took some of your best comments and put them in a video. and I just think it was really funny because y'all went in on my man's Abel, and I feel like it's fun. So obviously, just keep leaving crazy comments, and I'm always scouting and looking for part 2s and part 3s. So I'm gonna put my video in the chat for y'all to go watch. Anyway, Abel, what you think about?
And that was a great video, UT. I when I heard the animal crackers, bruh, I was like even in the comments yet. So I'm just watching your video first, and I'm just watching the wrestling match, and I'm dying at all the comments about everybody. And then all of a sudden I was like, Abel seems like the guy to make the animal noises while he's eating animal cracker. I was like, bruh,
I'm so over. Like I had to make the noises because that shit. Like you have to understand, I was literally had a tear from my eyes when I was looking at some of these comments because this shit was just so funny, dog. I can't. I don't know why I can't post a link in the chat because it says
it says like oops something. It always says that BS.
It's
But
like,
yeah, GMG, keep it coming for all of us, please, man.
Yeah, when I say all of us, even Chase. Don't be scared of him. He ain't nothing special.
Yeah, cause I'm gonna be real. Y'all really did. Like I understand y'all subscribe to Chase and we're here for Chase, but y'all did go kind of light on this nigga. Like his shit don't stink too.
See,
like,
but you know, they be getting me on Twitter because they'll be putting memes on my old Facebook pictures from like 2000.
I eat cakes. I don't like stick cakes.
No, like these old ass. They be getting me. It's just I don't know, bro.
Yo, somebody wrote to me on Twitter, man. I should have screenshot it. You remember the video with the guy who was like, I don't like the men's no more? He was like, he had a picture. He said, I don't like stick cakes no more.
There's a guest that hasn't been on this show in a long time. And he actually got a lot of funny ones that I got. Chris, was it Chris, right? That was name?
Chris, right?
Yeah, like they was getting on him a lot.
He said, what's his name? Chris Rick?
And like it's funny because y'all were really getting on some of the guests, and I love that shit because it's funny. It's all in good fun.
It's open season, man.
Yeah, and before we move on, I want to say happy birthday to Tay, that guy on Twitter here. He asked us to say happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday, bro. Oh, somebody called me. Man. Who just called me in the middle of the show? Who was that?
Wasn't me.
Somebody. People bugging. Let me go in just for like 30 seconds here, because we mentioned the PlayStation experience. I gotta do this, man.
I didn't do anything yet, please.
Why in the fuck are they excited about re-releasing Final Fantasy VII? The way they presented it was like it was going to be a true remaster, like next gen. Like dudes is getting sick, and it's the regular fucking game for PlayStation 1.
Bruh, Chase, and I'm not even gonna lie. At first, when they announced it, I thought it was like what you said. I thought it was a remastered, and I was like, "Oh, look out! We might have a cool game that's being remastered." And then once I seen it, I was like, "Wait, no."
And he was so pleased with himself. That was the thing. He turned the shit around. I'm like, really? That goes to show you how out of touch some of these people really are with their fans, because your fans have specifically asked for a Final Fantasy remake with good graphics, or even if you put out basically the same game with new character models, you know, and the engine, like everybody would be hyped. But Final Fantasy VII for PS1, don't nobody want that shit. What the fuck is they doing? These dudes is unbelievable, man. I just wanted to say that, bro. I just want somebody.
I've never
been a fan of that shit.
I never even played it, so.
Oh,
he on the same boat.
That's classic. That's
yeah, it is. It is.
After I heard that they had a 12.1 or whatever, I'm like, I don't even know, but how many? I don't know. What parts do they have? I think they went up to like part 7, then they had like a 7.
I think they got 14.
Yeah, like, nah, man. I only know the characters because of Kingdom Hearts. Other than that, I never touched that shit.
It's different characters on each game. They started doing like 2 or 3 games in a row, you know, like Final Fantasy X, and then they had 10-2. That was like the first time I believe, I could be wrong, but Final Fantasy ain't really.
So basically, Final Fantasy is Assassin's Creed. This is the original. coming out nonstop yearly.
Well, it wasn't coming out every year, and I mean, for a long time, Final Fantasy was really like great. I can't lie. Like I think it was more consistent as far as the game than Assassin's Creed. Somebody might not like that, but I think it was up until like 11 or 12. I don't even remember. I don't play that shit no more, man. But anyway, I thought that was just bullshit, man. You should see some of the memes people put out. So let's go ahead because we wanted to start like a little rumor section. Prophecy is good. That's his section. He going to take that. Yeah, Drake got punched in his head in the club.
Yeah,
Take that.
Yo, you seen the meme with P Diddy? He said, "I ain't breezy though." That's
No, I ain't seen that one.
Oh.
Bro, that nigga
Oh
got
my
punched
God.
in the motherfucking face. All right, so we're gonna start off the rumor report with a few news. First rumor is Horizon, which is developed by Killzone developers, a third-person open world RPG, and it's supposed to be debuted in E3 of 2015. And from what it looked like, I just seen the pictures. It looked like they had gigantic like mecha robots and stuff like that. So that's one of the reports. Do y'all want to give you a little input on it?
No.
No, you could go ahead.
All right. The next one is a Lego Jurassic Park game
Oh,
is
that's
in the
nice.
works based off the movie that's going to be coming out. Supposedly, it's supposed to be coming out after the Jurassic Park movie or even possibly before the Jurassic Park movie. Speaking of remakes, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 remix might be coming to Xbox One and PS4 very soon. Destiny news, which this hurts my heart more than anything because they've already been talking about Destiny 2, and that just aggravates the hell out of me. But they stated that there's a possibility that you will be able to transfer your character and some of your weapons and stuff over from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2 when it decides to come out again. And the last one is God of War. They talked about God of War very little bit at PlayStation Experience, and there's been rumors and more or less what people want to see. So there's a possibility that we're going to be starting over on a brand new character instead of Kratos himself.
Mm.
And if that is not true, there's also a possibility that since Kratos, spoiler alert, if you have not beat God of War, you guys know the end of the story, so I'm not going to go in there and tell you everything. But he is tired of Greek mythology. So there is a possibility that Kratos might be going to Norse mythology, battling Thor, Odin, and all these other kind of people. And that's your boy.
That was clean, though.
And that's
Is that your boy?
That was clean. Somebody said he sounded like Optimus Prime. That was clean.
I like that. That was great. That was
Yo, somebody wrote Abel's favorite movie is Waiting to Exhale. What movie is that? What movie?
Hold on, my bad. One more rumor. Two more. My bad. I skipped over them. GTA 5 is already apparently running at 60 frames per second on PC. That's probably not really a rumor. That's more or less a fact. Come on now, we know it's PC.
I agree.
And the possibility of Killer Instinct is going to be on PC. That would no longer make an exclusive. Another exclusive the Xbox will be losing. Yeah.
man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, out of the news that you said, Prop, the only one that had me moved, really, God of War, that was interesting. And actually, believe it or not, Jurassic Lego. Because Lego's been making
Yeah, they were talking about that.
I can imagine the
because Legos, they've been doing it, bruh. I
People
can't
don't know.
even lie. They've been...
My
been
wife
doing
she's the biggest Lego fan like in the universe. Like she plays every single one of them except for Harry Potter. She don't like magic and shit.
Listen. And
Finish
I
him.
love,
Sorry.
I love the dinosaurs. I love Jurassic Park. And then that and Lego, man, that's great. Let's do it.
No, them
Chase
Lego
Chase had that
games,
face
man.
of like, oh my god.
Nah, my man, Advances, shout out to you, but like, I mean, you have your opinion, you know what I'm saying? So I
What
ain't
he
gonna
just said, I just read it. Can I
but
just say what he just said?
I just, in my opinion, that has to be one of the most outrageous things that I've maybe heard ever in my life. He said God of War 3 was underwhelming, yo. Like, oh man.
He said God of War 3 was only good for the graphics. Yo, you guys, I gotta go. That won't see me next week.
Whoa, I mean, that's his opinion, and
That's cool though. No, it's not. But you know what? I'm gonna let it.
I mean, that's just crazy. Like, that's just crazy, yo. That's
So somebody said UTA. No, I think so. I don't even want to say it. Forget it. God of War 3.
I already read it.
I can't. That's crazy.
No.
We ain't gonna call out every little funny thing.
No.
No, we can't do that because.
Nah, but what about this?
No, that's Prophecy got a series out of that shit.
Yeah.
We can't just call on all good comments. You know what I'm saying? We got.
Yo, you lagging, Chase?
Am I lagging? I'm lagging.
Yeah, man, you sound like Future now. Come on.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Wow. My nigga, that'd have been the funniest shit if that shit would have auto-tuned right when you did that shit.
Yo,
I was hoping.
Yeah, all your
hoping
voices auto-tuning. I feel like I'm around T-Pain.
In other worthless news, I mean it's not really worthless because I wanted to play this game, but The Witcher 3 also got delayed.
Yo, wait.
Yes.
I think.
Wait.
Well, I mean, I thought we was gonna be over these delays and stuff, but I can't even look forward to a game being better because it's delayed. Seeing as how like games like Assassin's Creed Unity and numerous other games have been delayed and still come out not even polished. So whatever.
Yo, you sound like a fucking robot right now. You're killing me.
Yo, for real.
Yo, I gotta record this shit. You're killing me this whole time.
No, on my joint is straight, right?
Yeah, you sound good.
Hey, Ricky, get your internet up. You on that Hughes?
Yo, all I hear is this. Hey, Ricky, shit is fucked up.
Hold on. You on that Hughes net, man, from the commercial and shit.
All right, now you did just sound a little bit. right when you said something, you did kind of go off a little bit.
In other, not news, but previously, like right before the show, we were talking, and there's been news in the month of November that Xbox sold more than PlayStation. Why are people still doing that? I mean, the console's been out a year. If you already have one of the consoles, why do you give a fuck about sales of something you ain't even got? That shit is look. My thing is like, if Xbox did poor, that you think that would be people think if one of the consoles does really bad in the market that's a good thing. Are you fucking crazy? We need all these joints to be successful. It's bad enough as it is out here. You think these people won't take advantage of a monopoly? Dudes out here on PlayStation be thinking Sony love you. They don't give a fuck about you. All they care about is these numbers.
Although I will say one thing, add to that. With the downfall of the Wii U, right? We always used to make fun of the Wii U. Now all of a sudden it turned around because they're getting all the games, and they're getting good games that we actually want to play now. So maybe like a little decline in sales and stuff like that will actually push these consoles to do more things in the future, or updates or new things. Because if you always at the top, you have nothing to compare yourself against or to compete against because you already winning. It's not until you at the bottom before you realize the stuff that you have to do to outdo everyone else. Like the Wii U with the games that they showed, they looking like they got them games, minus the games that they can't get like Batman and stuff like that. I think the only people that are talking about this stuff is fanboys that only have one system. The type that got an Xbox One. Aha, we get Tomb Raider. Aha, you guys don't get this. And people's whole channels are made out of that. And
whole channels.
And I hate those people in general. Like, I don't understand how you could, because we are gamers. We have PCs, PS4s, Xbox Ones, and Wii U's, all of us in this podcast. Some of us play one system more than the other, but it doesn't mean we don't actually fucking play them. I hate fanboys in general. Like, that just annoys the fuck out of me.
I mean, I could even live with a fanboy if you like 12 and 13. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to argue with people when I was 12 and 13. We used to argue about the Rock and Stone Cold and shit like that. We wasn't hearing the other person's argument. But when you like 30, like we still do that though, arguing about a console. Not which one's the best, because you can have your opinion, just like you got your sports team you might like the best. But when you start dedicating everything you do to, hyping your console and then down the other one, and you making that's ridiculous, man.
Right.
In order, bro. It ain't even that serious, because at the end of the day, all the consoles was in a better space. Nintendo used to be number one. Sony was number one, and in my opinion, they got their asses whooped out of 360 last gen. You know what I'm saying? Now Sony is winning as far as right now, but PC's on the come up. It's like, how long
Right.
do y'all think y'all shit is going to be on top? There's no way. Once you on top, there ain't nowhere to go, bro, but down. You know what I'm saying? Because they start getting cocky and leaving out things. They start really not paying attention to what the people want, and then they do shit like, oh, okay, the next console. See, listen to here. This is gonna be a fantastic idea. See, the next console has to be always online. See, you gotta have this camera connected, and it has to be pointed at you, and your console has to be online. You have to check in, no use games. They do shit like that when they on top. So you should be happy when your console's not on top for a little bit. Straight up, man. Dudes is wilding, yo.
Bruh, I got to because, and I just said not to, but this nigga said UTX the type of nigga that read me bedtime stories. No homo.
You read bedtime
He
stories?
said he said I'm the type of nigga that want UTX to read me bedtime stories. No homo.
About himself?
Oh my God,
What is that?
fuck?
Hey, where's Ricky at in these times,
I
yo?
got shotgunned out. Ricky!
Right?
You're an idiot.
You gotta chill, yo, because you know I'm gonna get sniped before the show's over. Ain't no way I'm not gonna get sniped.
No,
we gotta
but what you said, Chase, is so on point. Like, gamers need to realize, like, listen, these corporations, they're not for any of us. We really need to get that out of our heads. I can understand if you're a young person coming up and you don't know no better, but looking at it in a different perspective, you have to realize that, man, just take the games that we have now, whatever you love, whatever console you're on, and just play. Just have fun with them. Because looking into it deeper and seeing, oh, Microsoft's looking out for us, and they're not looking out for you. They're just trying to one-up their competition. That's all it is. It's not for us. It's for them to remain relevant. And just like UTX said, everybody here, we have everything. So I mean, and we don't have a favorite console. We might game on one, just like UTX said, because of our friends and stuff. But beyond that, we got love for everything, and that's the way you guys need to look at it. That's the way it has to be. So yeah, that fanboy stuff, yeah, get that
We
out.
don't. I mean, see, if you could admit you're a fanboy, I could even roll with that. Like, but some of these dudes, they really don't even realize how
My
they
bad.
sound sometimes.
We're
And
back.
I'm sorry.
No,
You
go
about
ahead,
to-
Chase. I'm sorry. No, I said Ricky's.
No, I was just getting ready to bounce into something else because I was looking. Did y'all see that any more Order 1886? Is that what it is, or 1887?
Oh,
Yeah, I think they showed a little bit of it.
Yes.
What do y'all
Showed
think
like
about that?
15 minutes.
I'm
Wait,
not
I got a
impressed.
link on it.
I
You have a
like- a
link? I'm
lot
not
of
really
people-
excited, but you have a link
A
on it.
lot of people are hating it, but like
Why?
it looks to me, it looks like it could be fun. And then you
The
got
story
people
looks
like,
very like.
you got like it almost reminds me of what's that nigga that be like killing like vampires?
Van Helsing?
Van Helsing. That's what that shit kind of reminds
No,
me
it
of.
does.
And like people hate on this game. I don't understand why. I don't know if it's because it's not even being overhyped or anything. Like I just feel like people are hating on it, but you the same people that complain that PlayStation 4 isn't getting any exclusives and they're not getting no games, but when you get one presented, all of a sudden, nah, that don't even look right.
You know when I think it started, UT. I think it was when back when they had announced that bullshit that they added the black bars on the top and bottom for the simple fact they were trying to make it look like a movie.
Right.
And people were like, "Whoa, why would you do that to this game?" And with my assumption, I think it's because they said, "Oh, well, the game is 1080p," and I'm like, to be honest with you, I don't even think the game originally could run at 1080p. I think they added the black bars just so that the resolution cap, whatever, can hit 1080. And I think that threw a lot of people off because the game for me looks great. It looks hot. And
Yeah,
I
it looks
think
beautiful.
And it
graphically,
looks like a Van Helsing type of game too. So I mean, for people that hate, it doesn't even sound right. Especially when you're a PS4 owner, it doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't you look forward to a game that's entitled only to your console? I don't get it.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with what you guys saying. Now me, I'm kind of questionable on the game in this sense, because seeing what happened in 2014 with a lot of our titles that we were per se excited about. When I first heard about the Order 1886, even black bars and all, I was just like, yo, this is great. This title looks phenomenal. Everybody should check this out. The story looks driven off of some great characters and just a great storyline.
And a setting.
Yeah, in a great setting. Like that.
No,
setting
excuse me, Abel, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
What is going on, Chase?
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Somebody.
That's strike one, Chase. Okay, we may proceed.
You cut. He was good. You cut him off.
But
So
your
you
face,
messed up.
your face in the hat is killing me. I'm sorry.
Dude said
Yeah,
it
go
was
ahead.
like Lil Bill from Nickelodeon. Yo, people said,
Stop!
yo, people used to say that shit to me when I was in like 9th grade, bruh.
Oh, you had to live that lifestyle then. Damn. Yeah, Abel.
All right, all right, but yeah, the Order 1886, like me myself, I'm kind of nervous to drop the 65 on it. And it's just me. I'm reserved myself because I bought a lot of titles 2014, a lot, and I really wasn't pleased. So, the Order 1886 looks good, but I'm just nervous about the 65 up front. That's just me. So I might have to see what my peers say, what you guys say before I go into this one, because I'm really not trying to do single player games that I'm not really into. I'm really not trying to go down that route. So far, what you guys put me onto, be it The Last of Us, Grand Theft Auto, in South Park Stick of Truth that I haven't really played yet, but I purchased. I've been happy with them. But if you guys say, yo, the Order 1886, great, Abel, check it out, I'll do it. But for right now, I'm kind of reserved. I'm kind of nervous. I'm like,
Oh,
it looks good, but I don't know.
wait. You know, now that you're saying it, I'm looking at the video on my PC, right?
Yeah.
And I don't
that
want
last
to.
video.
Wait,
That last video had
I
me
don't want
like,
to say it. Look, listen. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about the whole graphic thing. But this looks like another case of false advertisement. This game doesn't look like what I saw the first time they released, footage.
and
All right,
Ricky,
let's just continue because I'm gonna end up getting into this.
and
Doesn't even look like it, dude.
Ricky, you're right though.
What's
And
going
when
on
I see
here, though?
when the last trailer, when they were in the kitchen, when they're going through the kitchen, everybody's like, "Oh, spectacular!" But then I'm looking at it and I'm like, "Wait,
That doesn't look like a
that's
movie
different.
kind of
That
game.
doesn't look like what I've seen before."
But honestly, if y'all want to go there, Uncharted 4 didn't look like how it looked when they
But no,
showed
but that's the thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, and you're right. But what you just finished saying. Remember when they released Uncharted 4? They released like what, a 7-second of the movement, and they did that kind of movement in the gameplay they released, and then it went to full him moving. So you don't know for sure if
the very first thing that they showed at E3, they said in-game footage, and they showed it, and everybody was going crazy about the graphics. Then
Then
they
it went
showed
to
it
the map,
15 minutes and showed the way it looked, and it didn't look shit like how it looked.
exactly. And you know what though? That 7-second compared to this 15-minute, I notice a big difference. But I'm also noticing it with this game as well. I'm not denying that what you're saying is wrong. No, you're definitely right about that. Because if you do look back, you can tell the same thing. I'm like, okay. When I saw Uncharted, the only thing that moved me was just the movement, everything that was going on, and what they're trying to push in that game. But with this game,
but we know the reason why though. I mean, it's not a secret. It's something that's
I'm
been
just
done
tired of them doing
forever.
this shit.
They fucking are running these games at these conferences on their best PCs so they can show the game and get people hype about the game, and then they're going to release them on the consoles. We know that. They've been doing it.
We know that. I don't think a lot of people that talk and make
they've been
these
doing
videos
this.
know that.
They've been doing this
The
like
game
forever.
previews, commercials, and all that are usually using PCs. And then, when we get consoles, it doesn't necessarily
but
like that.
it's fucked up, but it's the best way to advertise something. I mean, it's
No,
false
no, you're
advertisement, but it is the best way, because if you see a commercial for McDonald's and you see that motherfucking cheese dripping off that Big Mac, you want to go to McDonald's and get that shit. But when you get that shit, that cheese is hard than a
It's all,
motherfucker.
and the bread is all smashed and shit.
No. Yo, look, I ain't denying. You're definitely right. You're definitely right. What I'm saying is, all right. Say for example, there was no such thing as like commercials, or advertisements, stuff like that. And we was only getting Game Informer magazines, right, with screenshots. That's a different story because now we're looking forward to what we're reading. Now I'm watching the Order 1886. The first two games that ever moved me that I was like, yo, I need to get this was also The Division, by the way. But what's that game, Deep Down, that I don't even hear about
Deep
anymore?
Down.
It was that game and the Order 1886. The Deep Down game, I haven't really heard anything about that. Had heard much about that game. But this game, when they showed off the fact that you wouldn't really get to tell the difference between the cinematic and actual gameplay and how they're pushing it to be like a movie even while you're playing, I'm right now not noticing. I'm noticing that it doesn't look like that. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to buy the game because of that, no. But what's the excuse now of having the black bars? They said they had the black bars there so that while you're playing, it looks like a movie. Now it looks like the black bars are there as an excuse. That's my thing. I analyze a lot, and I pinpoint a lot of shit. That's my problem.
As far as the game itself,
It's probably a great game.
it's probably gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna probably go into the same bracket as far as reviews goes is Wolfenstein, because Wolfenstein wasn't bad. It wasn't great. Some people like Solid Wrath thought that thing was a masterpiece. I didn't think it was quite
It was
like
basic.
that.
It was
But
a
I
decent
think,
game.
yeah, I think it's gonna be one of those, and people won't beat it. You know, they might enjoy it, but then they're probably gonna move on, and like nobody's gonna ever be thinking about that once the game's over. That's not going to be in anybody's conversations. Honestly, after that week, 2 weeks, Wolfenstein has never been in any of our conversations, Joe. So I don't know from what I'm saying how that game's going to be any different. Like, if you ask me,
Was it even a contender?
No, nobody's talking about Wolfenstein: The New Order ever after that month. It's over. It's a wrap. It's not in any. It wasn't in Best Shooter, I don't think, or anything like that. I could be wrong, but I don't think it was even nominated. And how hard was it to get nominated in 2014? That should have been a walk in the park. This was the best year for a game that ain't had no business winning the game in the year to win. People dropped the ball, the whole year.
Yeah, that's what 2014, this Game Awards show, it shows what happens, when you just go to sleep. Just completely go to sleep.
All right, if you guys, I know you guys got good vision. If you guys can do me a favor here whenever you have time and check out this video from 5 months ago. I also put it in the comment section.
No, you can't.
Podcast.
Yeah, see, this is.
Right.
You know what? Can I say something real quick? I want to say a lot of people in the comment sections, not maybe this one, but in general, are exposed, Joe. Running around here talking about you can't see frames per second. Now, I don't even talk about that shit. But when you watch a YouTube video on 30 and then you look at it on 60, you might not be able to see the individual frames, but you could clearly see that there's a difference in the way the footage looks. Or why the fuck else would YouTube even allow and put that function into the goddamn website?
I'll say, like, usually
Joe.
you can't tell. Usually, like, most people, only nerds really care about shit like that, first of all. So if you give it to a normal person, they won't be able to tell the difference. Like, if I give this shit to my little brother or something, and I would tell him to watch them in both, he'll be like, what's the difference? Like, we're the only people that notice that, and then you really don't even notice it unless you're playing on a nice monitor any fucking way. Like, if you're playing on a trash-ass
I didn't send it to you guys because of the frame rate. I'm just letting you know.
No.
I'm just saying, Deuce is exposed for saying there's no difference when you can look and tell once you're reminded to look at the shit. Otherwise, you like.
I mean, I honestly don't think you notice it until you start playing on PC. To be real with you.
Yeah, because even 60 frames on console, sometimes I notice even the games that I have doubles of, like on PC and console, I'm like, why is 60 frame on PC plays still smooth? It's still smoother than a 60 frame game on console. But I don't even want to get into that. People are gonna assume that we're frame rate sluts and shit. I want
to announce a game that's hurting my heart right now. I don't know. Borderlands has Borderlands Online is an MMORPG, and it's only coming out in China.
What?
So they have an MMO version of Borderlands, and it's as far as right now, it's only coming out in China, and it's coming out in like mobile for China. I don't know why, but I hate that because I don't even know Chinese niggas play games like that. Like,
did you just say that?
Oh my god!
I mean, like,
just had a Ricky moment, yo.
No,
learning.
Like, I had a fact moment because China's one of the most, like, China's always banning like too many
okay, I get it. All right.
They always doing shit like this. So, and then like I just read somewhere that China like is banning Avatar. Like, you can't even watch Avatar. So like,
man.
Seriously, like I mean, I said it kind of fucked up, but my point
you said it like me, man. I love that shit.
Always banning games and shit like that. So it's like, why did they get Borderlands? Like, that's just like, why?
That is kind of crazy though, because I mean, their policies is different, and to get games like Borderlands, and I wouldn't even be surprised if shit like Dragon Ball Z gets banned over there. Like, they be having like the weirdest games, even games that are developed in their own country banned, and I'm just like, I mean, I understand because, you know, the way their lifestyle is and what's being over there and is different from over here, but I'm saying then to get a game like Borderlands, really, a cartoonish, bloodish little fake game like that, I don't get it.
It sound like y'all hating, cause
no.
I'm hating hard.
No, because I mean, if it's region free, we can shit. I played in Chinese. I was about to say something messed up, but I will say it the right way. I played in Chinese.
It don't seem. Fuck them niggas. I want my Borderlands. I'm hating super hard. I don't give two fucks.
Yo, he learned it, son. Yo, he got it. He's doing it. Yo. I didn't even know Chinese niggas play games.
On the serious side, though, it is so much easier for us to tell what other people in other regions are into. Like, we know what a lot of the UK guys are into. Like, we know, but honestly, like, I really don't know what people over in China, like, what games are real big with them.
That's what I'm saying.
I have no idea.
You know what I noticed? I noticed on like, all right, I've been on YouTube, I've searched up videos, and I noticed like games like Dragon Ball Z and all these Chinese YouTubers from over there. I noticed they stick to their type of games, so this is kind of weird for them to be
right.
I'm not even trying to be racist. If I'm not mistaken, it's not like the original Gearbox. I think it's a place called Shinada Games. It's a Chinese publisher. So how do they even get the rights to do that?
Maybe they're trying to make a game like that for them. Maybe it's going to be less like how it's made over here. Maybe.
I'm sorry, Ricky, to cut you off.
No.
If they subcontract it to another facility, they're within their rights. Because if the development team decides to, you know what, we'll bounce to work to this development team under us, they could do it. That's fine. That's what they're within their rights. So.
Like Ricky said, if it's not region locked, then we could play it.
Oh yeah,
I'm on that, but chill with that bullshit.
Not only that, they're probably gonna make the game more friendly for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're really against all that, which is weird. They got samurai games over there too.
They got other shit, dog. Like they smart over there, bro. Let them stay over here, bro. Like handle y'all mathematics business over there.
Yo, shut up!
Oh damn!
Like y'all good over there. Oh, and another thing, before we end it,
Chase is like, I just lost.
Loadout obviously is coming to PS4.
Hey,
we already know about it. Y'all have heard me talk about it. I've been playing it on PC for the longest, and it's finally coming to PS4 next Tuesday.
It's a really great game, man.
As well as it has a co-op, a campaign that's coming.
What?
It's not on PC yet. So the co-op campaign is actually coming to PS4 first, and it'll be coming to PC, I think, a little bit later. So yeah, we're gonna see what that's like.
I didn't get to play, so I'm gonna get to play earlier, and I meant to ask this because I don't know the answer. Because we're getting ready to wrap it up. Cause I'm trying to get some PC gaming on with y'all before we.
Bruh, holler though, nigga.
Yeah, I'm with that or whatever. But he asked what good PC exclusives was. I'm not at liberty to even open my mouth up to even say some shit like that because I don't know. I will say that there are a lot of games on PC that you'll never see on console. They might not be AAA like the games y'all know, but I don't know none of them bitches. That's just.
But you want to know? All right, one more thing about that. All this, who gives a shit of any exclusive game? Because honestly, like the games I've played, like Infestation and a few other shooters and what is it called, Counter-Strike and stuff like that, I'm not even trying to go up against my own console people. I love consoles, but they have one of the best community out there on the PC. Like these guys are respectful, man. And I was new to Counter-Strike. I was new to some other shooter, and they were like, listen, dude, don't even run like that because if you run out there, like they weren't even assholes, you know what I'm saying? My first thing when I jumped on the consoles was fucking stupid bitch, like, and they were getting at me hard, but I mean, it's a different like demographic if you want to say it like that, a different kind of type of community when you jump from console to console. I honestly think PlayStation has the most one of the craziest.
That Xbox,
they have that one game that's coming out. I forget what it's called, but the dude has like a sword and it looks like Team Fortress, but way
I know what you're talking about.
It's new. It's new. I don't remember what it's called, so forgive me. But they do have that, and that looks amazing.
Yeah, right now for myself, and these aren't huge titles, guys, but gamers on consoles and both on PC, check out for this. Again, UTX been championing loadout, spectacular. Gotta play it. And if you like to play it on the PC with a controller, excellent. Next thing I would like to mention is Brawlhalla, excellent. Great time. Also, Secret Ponchos, if you have not been playing that on the PS4 with your friends on both PC or PS4, man, great titles right off the bat. It's phenomenal, phenomenal
Yeah, I've
game.
been
So
playing Secret Ponchos for the last few days.
yeah, it's been fun, man.
By the way, it's the free game on
Yes, it's
PlayStation.
free. Yes.
And it's an online game. It's like old western, and you create your character and just go around killing niggas basically. Really nothing else other to do with that.
All right. So one more thing, I see that it says two more things. It says GMG episode 52, right? So that's basically our year anniversary.
He said episode.
I said hey, episode. That could be new, son. Yo, somebody said I got my reggaeton internet fit. Yeah, that's so racist. Yo. Nah, but I was gonna say for PC gaming, I honestly think that PC and exclusives. One more like about that is, I think PC is more like a stepping stone for these devs. So even though you got games that don't come to consoles, still I think just the open way, like a game like Insurgency. If you guys are real tactical shooters, you got to try that game out.
Oh, one more news or rumor report. I don't know which one really is, but the H1Z1 beta is actually coming out in January as well. January 15th on the PS4.
Yes, and that's coming out for.
But I feel some type of way about that because it's not free. So
the beta is not free?
Yeah, I think they're charging for the beta.
They're charging $19.99.
Right.
For a beta?
Right.
Maybe it's like I forgot, it's just like that game, right? DayZ. My bad. That's probably why.
And on top of what UTX is saying, also they said do not expect H1
be like
to be better than DayZ. So that's really scary. I like we're already paying $20 to get in, and then you're already telling the audience keep your expectations low. So that, I'm like, bruh, how did we work with you? How do we work with you? You're telling me to pay, but then you're telling me don't expect much. I don't understand. So good luck, guys, with H1Z1. Even though it looked promising to me, I was interested, but till I seen that and I was reading, I was like, nah, I don't know.
Well, lastly, I do want to reiterate to y'all that we are going to do, I guess, a special edition GMG show for the end of the year, and we're going to have our personal awards. Now, not our as in just the guys on the show. We're actually going to have polls, and I'm going to have every one of y'all, or as many as possible, vote on all these different categories and stuff, and we're going to have a nice, different, clean show for the end of the year. So y'all need to be out on the lookout for those polls on the next show, or maybe even before.
During the week.
During the week, we'll tweet those out, and we'll make sure we let y'all know again next week, because I want to try to get at least, 300 votes, 300 to 500 votes a poll. I mean, it could be done. So be on the lookout for that. We'll let y'all know what categories and stuff we got. It should be fun. But that's really it for this week. That was a great show, guys. Anybody got any last words before we get up off here?
No, let me stop. I don't.
No. Have a good night, guys, and yeah.
Let's play some Brawlhalla.
Yeah, we about to hop on this Brawlhalla.
First time Chase jumps on games.
It's 8:30. I got a little bit of time.
Not all I'm saying, because the game is fun.
Oh, Brawlhalla's yeah. That's the most fun I had playing
in so long.
I don't even know, man.
How you know?
Can't tell you, bro.
Randomly, also, Hitbox is out of beta, so the game is actually, or the not the game, but the actual site is fully out of beta. I don't know if anyone really goes to Hitbox besides JG, but yeah, it's out of beta.
Okay, well,
yo, this dude said Ricky's the type of nigga to splash water on another nigga's chest at the beach. I'm done. Let's go.
I see so many good comments. I just ain't want to say nothing because I know Prophecy gonna be scooping up some of these.
Yeah, yo, Prof, you have to, man.
Because this is gonna be an official series, man. Make sure, man. We don't do this show for no goddamn reason, man. I need y'all to follow the guys on the show, man. Y'all see these people. Y'all see these people every week. Prophecy, Abel, Ricky. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to come through, go over there and check their stuff out. If you want to see the subscriber roast video, go to Prophecy's channel. He got some of the best comments roasting us on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Go over there and check that thing out, man. Don't just sit up here. You about that bullshit.
True.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. We out.